Hello, everybody. I am so honored tonight to get an opportunity to chat with you. So, if you are watching me tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, if you're catching this on a replay, thank you so much for just spending a few minutes learning more about Park Lane. Specifically, I'm going to tell you my story. Who loves a story? I think we all love a good story. I know I do. I love a story. I love to just listen to people tell stories. My mother is a master storyteller. She taught history for 30 years and she can tell a story like no other. She can spin a tale, whether it's fiction or whether it is true and actually a historical event, and make you feel like you're there. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can hear it, all of the things. So I love a good story, and I get such joy and excitement in sharing mine with you tonight. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Paula Sharon. I'm a senior division leader with Park Lane Jewelry. I live in Central Arkansas in a small town right outside of Little Rock, if you've heard of Little Rock, Arkansas. And I am a wife of 23 years. I am a mother of three. My oldest is about to start his senior year of college. My middle son is starting his freshman year. So he just finished his senior year of high school. He's headed off to college as well. I'm in that interesting time when children begin to leave you, and you're super excited for them, and you're also just heartbroken and devastated. But I hide it. I hide that from them. No, I'm so excited for them, but it is so difficult to not all have them under my roof anymore. And then I have a daughter who is starting high school. So a crazy time in my life. It's super exciting, very busy, also just has some challenges to it, doesn't it? As all seasons of our life do, have those challenges. I work as a psychological examiner in our local school. And there's my dogs, and I'm a fur mama. So there's that. So if you hear my dogs periodically, so sorry. They're locked out, but I can't control their barking. So that is, I work at our local public school, and I'll talk more about what I do there and what opportunities I've had to do there. But I work with special needs students as an advocate. I do behavior, I do testing, I do all of that. So a little bit about me, guys. But now let's chat about my story with Park Lane. So basically, here's how it started. Let me back up to that son who's now a senior in college. Let's go back to when he was 15, turning 16, and I knew that we needed to start some income and get the income to be able to buy him a car. My husband also works for our local school system as an assistant principal. So if you know, we don't make a ton of money, and when looking at cars, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to afford this? So I actually had attended a party, a jewelry party. Now, this was with my previous company, guys, and the catalog was laying on my nightstand. So the year was, we were still in-home partying, and catalog was laying next to me. And I remember thinking, Charlotte just made money off of that fun party we just had. And my best friend and I were switching off and having parties frequently, or, every few months, and we loved it. And I was like, what if I could do that to make some extra money? So talked to Charlotte, jumped in, was like, yeah, let's just try this. And sure enough, I did. I earned enough money that summer to purchase Patrick's car. Now, what I loved about direct sales, and at that time, is I could set my goal. Now, the car that we were buying him, I'll just be completely transparent. We wanted it to be under $4,000 so that we didn't have to pay sales tax on it. So in Arkansas, if your car's under $4,000, you don't have to pay sales tax. So we were buying him a hoopty, okay? But we want it to run, to be safe, but also to be super cheap, which FYI, I'm glad we did, because he totaled it had 2 car accidents within the first 6 months. And, luckily we didn't buy him some nice car. And he was fine, and everybody else was too. They were just silly accidents, but enough to make you glad that we didn't purchase a super expensive car. So we bought that car for him, and I was like, this is awesome. So I did that for years, loved it, had fun, made a little extra money, which was honestly the goal. In December of 2020, okay, we were in the middle of the pandemic, everything had changed, and that company ended up closing. And probably the pandemic was sort of the last nail in the coffin of that company closing. So here I was, just kind of had that extra time on our hands, right? When you're in the middle of a pandemic, we're not out doing a bunch of stuff. And, but I didn't really know if I wanted to do direct sales again. I love it. It's flexible. It was easy. I set goals. I made those goals. It worked within me working full time. It was very inexpensive to start. Doesn't require any training. I love direct sales. So I ended up getting invited to a Park Lane jewelry party. Now, this party was online, and I didn't need jewelry, guys. I did not need any jewelry. I had tons of jewelry left over from my business that had just closed that now I'm not having parties with. So your girl didn't need any jewelry, but I'm going to support a friend. And so I ended up going to, her name is Jerry, to Jerry's party. It's all online. Well, if you've been to a Park Lane party, you know what happened. I fell in love with the jewelry. I fell in love with the sale. I was like, oh yeah, I've got to build a cart so that I get that bonus zinger item. I get that $200 item for $30. I absolutely have to do that. So smart. Then they were like, hey, you could also, get up to 500 or more than, but with 10 orders, you could get $500 in free jewelry. I was like, need to be a hostess. Yes, ma'am. Sign me up, Jerry. And then she was like, well, sorry, I've got something on my lip. She was like, I mean, do you want to do this with me? We'll just learn it together. And I was like, okay, let's do it. It was fun. We literally, Jerry and I say to this day, we joined because of the fun factor, right? And so we just had a ball. And so I jumped into Park Lane. And I'll tell you what, guys, it was one of the smartest, best decisions I have ever made. And I'll share more about that in a moment. Okay. But let's talk about jewelry and Park Lane. Now, jewelry I've sold now for almost 7 years. And honestly, what I can tell you about jewelry is it's simple. I don't have to know the ingredients. I don't have to know. I mean, I kind of know what it's made of, but actually I have that in a graphic. So if someone asks me, I just send it to them. And jewelry is simple. Ladies know what they love. I've told you I'm a psychological examiner. I don't have a sales background. If I'm honest, I've never even taken a business class, right? Except for keyboarding in high school, if that even counts. But it was in the business department. But I was, I didn't have that expertise, but I didn't need it because ladies know what they like when it comes to jewelry. They know if they will love these earrings and they're like, need them, want them, put them in my cart and I'm checking out, or they know if they just want a simple impression stud, right? They know what they like. Now, sometimes I love to ask ladies to step out of their comfort zone, and they might do that. They might buy a statement necklace to wear with their, t-shirt, or they may end up mixing their metals or adding some rose gold in. But for the most part, I show it. Ladies know what they like. They add it and they check out. It's very simple. So jewelry is a great product. It's consumable, meaning ladies will buy it over and over again. I have the same customers that will purchase jewelry seasonally because the season changes. Also, can you ever have too many impression bracelets? No, ma'am, you can't. And if you've followed Park Lane for long, you know that one is never enough. They're like eating potato chips. So you've got to have them in all the colors, all the things. And so, jewelry really is something that people will purchase over and over. It's also a great gift idea. And so it just ends up being super smart to get involved with jewelry. Now, Park Lane jewelry, it's unbelievable. The number one thing that people say to me or text me or message me after they get their jewelry is like, this is so much prettier in person. I'm like, I know, girl. I know it is. And I could not wait to hear that from you. So Park Lane makes an incredibly beautiful product. Also, the programs that are provided. So let me just do a quick rundown of all the things. Let's chat for a moment about the jewelry and the unconditional guarantee. So if a lady gets these jewelries and she's like, you know what, they ended up being too big, or I didn't enjoy them, or whatever, for whatever reason, we have that unconditional guarantee that we offer, and we can get them something that they do want, which is really nice. So people, especially shopping online, it's nice to know that you've got that guarantee. The company is family owned and operated, almost 7 decades of going through all the things. They're stable, cash rich, debt free. They pour into us, and that's why they can offer us these incredible programs like the unconditional guarantee, like the customer sale. So just like I talked about before, that's what initially drew me in. It's so smart. Buy 2 items, get 4 more expensive items half off, always with Park Lane. So people I don't have to say, okay, this is our sale catalog. You create your own sale with Park Lane. You end up getting, a dandy necklace and a cute little ring. And then you add in what pieces you want at half off, those more expensive pieces. And then you add in an impression bracelet or something else as your zinger. So I love that my customers get to curate and make their own sales. So smart. The hostess program. We have fun parties with ladies. But what keeps them coming back over and over, what makes them want to have a party, is because what Park Lane offers is so generous. They are so generous with their hostesses by allowing them to earn hundreds of dollars in free jewelry, for allowing them based on a number of orders, not order size. So, we've got something for every style, every woman, every budget, and you invite the friends. Some are going to build that cart too, and maybe even purchase multiple carts. Somebody's just going to want to support you by getting a cute little $30-something necklace, and that's okay, because you're earning rewards all along the way, no matter how your friends shop. So smart. They are also getting those half off items. It's just, the hostess program is genius. It's smart. For years now, I'm starting my 3rd year or 2.5 years with Park Lane. Over and over, I've been able to get hostesses to agree to have parties with me because of that incredible hostess program. And I have many hostesses that regularly have those parties because of that hostess program. Also, we have the compensation. So yes, when I asked that initial question, does somebody get paid to do this? We do. And Park Lane is so generous. 30 to 50%, which is bananas. You start at 30% and you just go up from there. But we'll talk more about that in just a moment. So you're making cash and you are getting paid the next week, direct deposit into your account based on this week's sales. So I love that regularly you can make that extra money. The rich rewards. So I wore these earrings on purpose because we earned these for free. I earned this necklace for free. We earn free jewelry all the time. So every stylist every month has the opportunity to earn between $250 and $1,100 in free jewelry. And that does not include little extra little carrots they dangle in front of us, like you can earn this necklace and you can earn this necklace, and or, I'm sorry, earrings. So it makes it a lot of fun. If you enjoy those sort of things, you're already doing the fun, having the parties. Why not get little bonus extras when in free jewelry for doing that? So if you love the jewelry, it's really fun to get it for free. It also means, unlike my former company, I am not putting my profit toward purchasing jewelry. I am able to use that Rich Rewards program and get the jewelry for free. I'm also able to be a hostess myself, and I'm able to then earn the hostess program, right? So hundreds of dollars in free jewelry myself. The Mercedes car, do you see my little Mercedes thing dangling right here? I actually earned into our Mercedes car program in the first few months that I was with Park Lane. It's very doable, and it allows you to either take a cash bonus or money toward toward a Mercedes. I take the cash bonus and we actually use it for our boat. So that was more important to me than a Mercedes. Also trips, and I'm going to talk more about trips in just a minute, but I myself have earned trips to Key West, Hawaii. This fall, my husband and I will go to Cabo San Lucas and Paris. So in the spring, that is so crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing when I started. And I had earned that trip for two with my husband and I to Key West within months of joining. So it is for everyone. You don't have to be a leadership rank. You don't have to. We all start at the same place for the trip earning period. And every single person has that opportunity to earn a trip. Fully paid for, flight, all inclusive, all the things except for a few meals and any trinkets of jewelry you want. Park Lane spoils the heck out of us on those trips. So that is bananas. But those pieces are just they are what you don't even know until you actually are part, how incredible it is, right? So if you've ever purchased from Park Lane, they spoil you as a customer. Freebies all the time, free necklaces, free earrings, free $100 item. If you've ever hostessed a party, I don't know how to say that, had a party with your stylist, you know that you have the opportunity to earn hundreds in free jewelry, and you're half off, and bonus items, and your friends had fun. But when you're a stylist, it's unbelievable. The amount of fun that attracted me to this continues to keep me wanting to be a part of this, because ladies, it is fun. Jewelry's fun. It's not stressful. It's not, it's just fun. And you get to share that fun with other ladies, and it makes ladies happy. I love it when I get a selfie from one of my customers, because I know that they are feeling good about themselves. If you snap a selfie wearing your jewelry, you're feeling yourself, girl. And then they send it to me and they're like, I love this. I'm like, yes, you look so good. And that's the joy that just some jewelry, it can bring to somebody. And so it really is fun. But Park Lane truly does pour into us. Now, for me, I came in because I had been with that previous company. I came in under a direct appoint program, so I came in at a comparable leadership level. Now, I've ranked up twice since then, but here's what is bananas. Once you go, so if you had some leadership experience, talk to your stylist and she can, recommend you for their direct appoint program. If you come in at a leadership level, you never lose that level. I've ranked up twice since then. I cannot lose that level, ladies. I am there. I can't lose it. That is almost unheard of in the direct sales industry. And so I always want you to know that with Park Lane, you're always moving forward. You're never demoting. You're always just pushing to your next goal, to your next excitement. But it's really at your pace. it is flexible. So whether you want to make a couple of $100, which is very doable, a couple of $1,000, which is very doable, or more, which is doable, it's your pace, your business, your way. So let's chat about why now. And let me just circle back to that trip. So our last trip that we just finished was that trip to Paris. This week, they announced our next trip earning period, guys. And so that and again, we all start at the same place. So you could be signing up, having your launch party, just like me. I did it in January, and that I didn't know it, but they were starting a new trip. And so within a couple of months, I'd earned that trip. What? So you could do the same thing. Right now is really a great time because we are starting that trip earning period. The new collection launches this week, which is such an exciting time with Park Lane. And here's a little behind the scenes. Every picture you see, every graphic, the scripts that you hear, if you attend a mega party for this launch, guys, those are all done and given to us. Your girl can't make a graphic to save her life. Okay. So luckily Park Lane and our particular group of women, we're called the Treasure Tribe, our greater team, they provide every single thing that we need to do this. So you're going to launch strong, and that's going to immediately start your points for the trip. So I just wanted to touch on that. However, if you're watching this and it's September, okay, if you're watching this and there's no bad time to start. You don't have to know all the things, right? There's no bad time to start. It's you try something new. You jump in for $99. You get $500 in jewelry. You get an opportunity to try something, and you have nothing to lose. You're mentored and closely, helped by your stylist and our greater team. It truly is an amazing time, no matter what the time. But if I'm honest, this really is a good time. It really is a good time. So if you're watching this on July 13th, it's a good time. Like, click sign up, spend your $99, and there's other packages as well. There's $229 for $1,000 and $439 for $2,000, I believe. But there's no bad time to join Park Lane, honestly. So that's my story, ladies, guys. Here's the deal. There's nothing special about me, and there's really nothing special about my story. But there is something special about Park Lane, and it actually has changed my life and my family's life. And I don't want to be dramatic, but let me share with you what it's done. So I was able to purchase that car, and I earned a little fun money with my previous jewelry company. With Park Lane, I have now, after the first year, I had met my income of 20-something years in the public school system. I had actually earned that income. So I went part-time. I'm now able to work part-time as a psychological examiner at the school, and now do this part-time as well, or when I need to. It's become so lucrative for my family. It's changed my family's financial future. My mother, I'm able to take care of my aging mother. My children that are now moving off and have moved off, I can spend time with them. It has allowed so many things in our life. Financially, the fun money has actually turned into money that is unexpected for someone that did not think that kind of money was possible. So I work it, though. It's not, it didn't just happen. It comes with work, but whatever your goal is, you can make that goal. It's also changed us as me as a person, and my own personal development, my own willingness to do hard things, my own willingness to challenge myself. It has surrounded me with a community of women who inspire me, motivate me, challenge me, make me laugh, pray for me, all of those things. So my story is not unique, but what we have here at Park Lane, it really is unique and it's special. And so my sincere hope is one day I get to hear your story and that you will be sharing with me personally, or I get to watch you on a YouTube and you share your story about what Park Lane has meant in your life and what a little thing like jewelry, how it can be a vehicle to really just change everything, right? I have incredible customer friends. I have incredible stylist friends. Um, it has made a difference, and I hope that you are willing to just try something new. You've got nothing to lose, right? And it might just be the best decision you've ever made. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you again soon, maybe. I don't know. Bye.